Hey, beauty warrior, Diane here, and I am at my home right now with one of my dearest friends, Dr. Marisol. She is a naturopathic doctor, and she is the founder of the Queen of the Thrones. And today we're going to talk about a very quick and amazingly transformational, super simple 2-minute thing that you can do to cleanse your body, heal your hormones, and ignite your life, which you guys know is my jam. So welcome to my home and welcome to my colon.
Thank you. Exactly. So what we're going to talk about, Diane, your colon, exactly, is something known as the original cleanse. It's pretty spectacular. It is the cleanse which has been in existence, before Christ. You know, castor oil, we're going to talk about castor oil and castor oil packs on the liver and on the eyes. These have been used for centuries, since 4000 BC.
Which is how many years?
6,000 in total. Is that not amazing?
Why have we not heard about this?
That's right. Well, if they've been following you, they've heard about castor oil packs because they've definitely been working with you on that aspect. You and I bonded on the castor oil pack immediately.
Bowel bonding.
Right, totally. If you have been seeing a naturopathic doctor, you frequent health food stores, you're just into the natural medicine, functional medicine practitioner perhaps, you have been working or heard about castor oil packs. Maybe you have been scared to do them. Which is a possibility because there was so many steps before. But what I've done is I've made it super, super easy for people. And what I'm introducing here is the original cleanse. And it takes castor oil packs just one step higher into a different level. And this is actually the practice that was done by Hippocrates, the father of medicine, Galen, the Greek medicine man, Cleopatra.
Walk like an Egyptian or poop like an Egyptian.
That's right. Cleopatra loved castor oil for her eyebrows, eyelashes, eyes, hair. She's a huge fan of castor oil for that. Then we're talking traditional Chinese medicine doctors would use castor oil just with the emperors in the Chinese dynasty, Ayurvedic practitioners, and even like modern day, like castor oil packs are used. So it's such an amazing tool, and we want you all to have this in your home and actually to practice the original cleanse, which is a simple cleanse you do nightly, and it only takes 2 minutes in your nighttime routine.
I think you guys can afford 2 minutes for the amount of benefits that castor oil packs yield.
That's right. And there's so many benefits, and to sum it up in just an easy way to understand it, castor oil packs will make you poop better. You're going to sleep better. You will cleanse your body better naturally because cleansing is a very natural function. You will bloat less and digest better, which is a huge bonus. This is one of the reasons why I started using castor oil packs. Was that for you as well an issue before? Yeah.
Well, majorly inflammation, and that's what I talk so much about in my tribe, is that 95% of disease is caused by inflammation.
There you go.
And inflammation is a huge aspect of what the castor oil packs works to sustain, especially in toxic beauty. We're using all the kinds of chemicals in our body. We're breathing them in. They're everywhere. We cannot get around it these days. They're everywhere. So this really helps with the inflammation. It's like a firefighter that goes in and puts out the fire.
I love it. And with inflammation comes acidity in the tissues. And when there's acidity in the tissues, well, then there's just problems in the tissues, right? So this is what I love
higher odds
of
cancer,
you
higher odds of disease, autoimmune disease. Yeah. Age faster. If you're just doing this for vanity,
and less gracefully, right? So this is important. And then after that, you're going to stress less, which is amazing too, because we are living in such a high, fast-paced society. We don't calm our bodies down enough, and we're actually out of practice in being calm. And when we calm, all those things work better. We poop better, we sleep better, we bloat less, we digest better. All those things happen. So it's a truly a foundational practice to keep your body healthy and happy in the long run, right? Which I love, and I feel it brings us back faith in our body's ability to heal. Because when you do these practices, everything that you're doing, all the supplements that you're doing, they all work better.
Yeah.
I've often struggled with this, is that, so many people have digestive problems. They're taking so many supplements. They're doing all these different things. But the problem is that they're taking them from the mouth. And their body can't absorb or digest them very well.
That was my concern like 5 years ago.
Right?
I'm like, there's going to be a point where we're taking like 10 supplements a month, and our body can't even digest it because our gut is in such state of crisis that we can't absorb it, and it's just expensive poo or expensive pee. So this actually can help make it better,
right? Yeah,
to absorb better.
Yeah, because you probably are if you're not doing castor oil packs and just you have a bad gut and there's problems, you're probably absorbing maybe 20 or 30% of your supplements, and that's expensive, right? That's expensive poo. But if you are doing a castor oil pack, you can augment that up to 80-90% because guess what? You are healing the gut from the outside in.
3 times the amount of absorption of my supplements?
Yeah, it's phenomenal. So people heal better faster, they feel better faster, they look better faster, like all these things, they start to snowball effect into really great added side benefits that you didn't have otherwise.
Cleopatra had it right.
Cleopatra
And
definitely
now so does
had
Dr.
it right. I know,
And
right?
now so will you.
Exactly. It's the key to it all. So this
Cool.
easy routine, how simple it is to do. And, you know, some people might be thinking, are you going to teach me how to do this? We're going to teach you right now. And then I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, how does the oil absorb into the body? But we'll address that when we get there. So all you do is this. This is your new nighttime routine. So, you know, I would wash my face. I would wash my hands. Typically I'd go pee. I don't know if that's your practice. A lot of us do that as our nighttime practice,
so.
right?
You should not be getting up in the middle of the night to pee, you guys. That means that you have a majorly backed up kidney if you do.
Exactly.
Or 2 kidneys.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Right. So you pee, then I get my ready for my practice. So all I do is I take my pack. So you grab your pack, which is the Queen of the Thrones castor oil pack. It's all made easy for you to do. Organic cotton flannel, a beautiful outer lining, which is the same material we use for organic baby diapers that are, you know, safe for babies. And so you put the castor oil in the middle of the compress, right? So 2 tablespoons, keep it in the middle.
Just eyeball it.
Yeah, eyeball it. And I'm never worried. No, you don't want to do too much because you don't want it to leak, but just a little bit is enough. And then you put it on your body and underneath your right rib cage, and then you attach it. So just tie it up like so. I think you guys
Like you're putting an apron on.
That's right. Yeah. So see, just like exactly like an apron. There you go. So it's all tied up and we're good to go. So it's underneath my right rib cage, my right breast, and it's working there fine. So I did that. And then the key to the original cleanse is it's not only using the castor oil pack. Once you put this on your body, what happens is you are switched into an immediate state of relaxation, which is amazing. Yeah. Because it stimulates one beautiful hormone known as oxytocin. Yeah, the love and connection hormone. And this hormone makes you feel good. It actually makes you feel satisfied in your life. It also naturally downregulates cortisol, which is the stress hormone. So super important if you want to age gracefully to reduce that cortisol. The opposite of that is if you have high levels of cortisol, you often feel like you look haggard. That's what my patients often say to me. They're like
really wired but tired.
Exactly, yeah. And that's when you have too high cortisol. But when you augment your oxytocin, then that's when you start to feel good and feel a lot better in your body. So that's
Talk
a super
about reducing
important.
food cravings too.
Yeah, because when you
want sugar as much.
Yeah, you eat less. Actually, your appetite is reduced because you feel better and you're satiated.
Yay.
So that's a super bonus of castor oil packs and just getting that oxytocin. And so that's one of the benefits. You also get a dopamine release too, which dopamine is the feel good hormone, right? So it's like a reward at the end of the night. You're cute. Exactly.
This is dope.
Exactly. That's a great way to remember it.
And I remember it.
I love that. It's totally Snoop Dogg. But so, you know, you feel good, you feel better, you feel rewarded right before going to bed. Amazing, right? So this is a super benefit to it. The other thing is we want to do the same thing on the eyes because we want to stimulate some more production of good hormones. So we take the Cosmetic castor oil, we pour a little bit into our hand, take it and place it around your eyes. Number 1, this is Cleopatra's secret. Castor oil goes deep into the dermis, so which means it passes the top layer of skin, goes deep into the tissues where there's circulation lymphatic system, so it can have an effect. In your eye area here, it means less dark circles, and it means plumping and reducing of the lines around your eyes in a natural way.
So no fillers, maybe?
Yeah, it's a way
is it as productive as fillers?
Honestly, over time, like your skin feels like a baby's bottom. You really slow down the signs of aging, so it really can be very beneficial for women. So I think it's one of those things you want to start as soon as possible and get into the habit of it.
Yeah, especially because we're using so many toxins in our beauty routine.
Yeah.
And while it may make you look more youthful temporarily.
Yes.
And in between the next time you have to get another injection 3 months later, your body has to handle so many toxins. And this is where the toxins live, in the liver and the gallbladder, primarily, that we're working to clear out. Right. So even though it makes you look younger at first, it over time ages you. And that's why we have to keep using more and more.
That's right. And then the other cool thing about castor oil cosmetically is Cleopatra also used it for her eyebrows and her eyelashes. So you can use this awesome applicator brush. You pour the oil on the spoolie area and you place it onto your eyebrows like that. Eyelashes at nighttime, exactly. And then onto the brush aspect of it, and you do that onto your eyebrows. And then you follow it up. So now you've got castor oil around your eyes, on your eyebrows and eyelashes, and you follow it up with our cool little masks. So you put the mask on. I just love eye masks. They're just so wonderful.
I'm going to call mine my dye mask.
Right?
Because my name's Diane.
I love it. And you know what the coolest thing is about these eye masks? You can look at the camera now.
That you look really beautiful.
But the coolest thing about this is when you wear an eye mask, you know how the castor oil packs stimulate oxytocin, that love and connection hormone, and dopamine. Wearing an eye mask naturally increases your melatonin. Mm-hmm. So this means
your sleep hormone.
Mm-hmm, you're going to sleep better. Mm-hmm. Yeah. For women, actually, the coolest thing about melatonin is that as we age, it reduces in our bodies, and having higher levels of melatonin actually reduces the risk of female-based hormonal cancers like breast cancer and ovarian cancer. So this is a major tool for women, is just naturally wearing an eye mask, going to bed. This is a secret that Hippocrates, Galen, all the traditional medical practitioners knew, that there actually is a saying, the doctor dresses the wound, right? So put on a little pack and nature heals it. So this is the secret that we're sharing.
Wow, and that's totally opposite that we're going to the hospital and we get pills.
Right. Yeah.
Like there's no, here's my wound, but there's no dressing it. There's just more stressing it. So
that's right. Yeah. No. And so that's the thing. So, doctor, and you can, with these types of tools at home, you can be proactive. You can be working on things to get yourself feeling and looking better. Sometimes before there's a problem. And even when there is a problem, start doing these things to support the foundation of your health.
Do it because you love your body, not because you hate it when it's showing you symptoms and you get mad and say, my body sucks. Why is my body doing this to me? My body must hate me. My hormones must hate me. It's not that. Your body's trying to communicate compassionately that something's wrong.
Love letters.
So please, this is how you can take care of it. It's a ritual, and sometimes it's even like use this as a way to show your body you love it until you really truly feel that you really love your body.
Yeah.
And it's a great way of holding your body too. And melatonin is your firefighter at nighttime. It puts the fires of inflammation out while you sleep. It's like your cortisol. It's like your nighttime cortisol. So talk about so many of us are vain. We're like, I can't lose weight. Well, inflammation is oftentimes the reason why we have extra weight. It's false fat, and so we can start to really clear a lot of this out. So if you're out there thinking, I can't love my body until I'm X weight, then, well, yeah, exactly. This is how you can love your body until you get to the point of now.
And then it helps you accept who you are and be one with who you are. Mm-hmm. And the best thing about this is it's 2 minutes before going to bed. And you wear the pack ideally overnight. That's the best way to use it. If you feel that you don't want to wear it overnight, at least for 1 hour, but you'll get the most benefit the fastest when you wear it overnight. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's simple. That's it. That's all you do, right? Yep. And then go to bed and sleep well.
I like to do intentions before I go to bed. I like to put it over my eyes and I would say, okay, how do I want to see the world differently? I want to see things differently. I like to change the way, like the stories, the lenses through which I see the world. I don't want to see the world as being scary or falling apart. It's like, I choose to see the world differently. I'm going to wake up in the morning with renewed eyes.
Awesome. That's amazing. And that's a great
intentions too.
I love it. So take advantage of what we have for you. Yes. Please click on the link below and get started on your original cleanse now.
Let's do it. Hey Warrior, Diane Castor here. Welcome back to another episode. We are going to talk about poo again today, but actually how to hide the smell of your poo. Mm-hmm. How to know you is to know the smell of your poo.
It's so true.
Is that right, Dr.
I love it. Absolutely. As you know, I'm the queen of the thrones and naturopathic doctor, and my specialty is understanding what your poo says about you. Mm-hmm. Now, the thing that I notice is a problem is that out there, everyone talks about, before you go perfumes, like spraying before you go. But the problem is that you want to actually get a sniff of what you're delivering on that throne, friends, because when you know the smell, you can actually understand some very important factors about what's going on within your gut. So you want to know 2 little tips about smell?
Yeah, and I'm sure people out there going, oh, I don't want to smell my poo.
I know, right? But just
is it that important?
It is very important because number one, poo really should have a very faint smell. Mm-hmm. So if it is very, very strong, there's an issue. Yeah, exactly. It shouldn't make you faint. I love it. You're all full of great analogies. It shouldn't make you faint. It should be a very faint smell. Now, 2 really common smells that occur in the bathroom. Number 1 is a sulfur smell. So that is like comparable to rotten eggs.
Yeah.
And that is typically a sign of there being a lot of hydrogen sulfide producing bacteria. So these are bad bacteria that are in our guts that we want to get out because we shouldn't be having that rotten egg smell. The other smell is the methane smell. Methane is, cows their manure has been put out on the pastures. It's a very, familiar smell for those people who've been out in the country at any point in time.
Bakersfield in California.
Yeah, exactly. You will know this smell 100%. So again, methane-producing bacteria are also bacteria that aren't the best for our guts. These methane-producing bacteria, hydrogen sulfide-producing bacteria, what they do is they actually slow down your gut transit time, so you'll take longer to poo, you'll be more constipated. So the more of these gases that are produced in your gut, the slower your intestines and your ability to poo is going to be. So it's a big deal, right? So what we recommend is to after you poo parfum. So the reason I created this was for people to learn, number one, to smell and then spray. So that's number one. Number two is this is a combination of amazing organic essential oils that are all really good for your gut. So when you're leaving the bathroom, you're going to get this whiff of lavender, rosemary, clove, limonene. These are all healing antioxidants for the gut. But the other thing you do is this, is that, I don't know if you guys knew this, but poo is actually 30 to 50% bacteria. So if you leave the bathroom without, spraying and using something that is a bit antimicrobial in the air, you're actually leaving the bacteria lingering for the next person that comes into the bathroom.
To smell or to get sick from?
To share. So you actually share.
You get sick from smelling in someone's
we are
bacteria?
sharing bacteria just being next to each other, and so that is repopulating our microbiome. So you really, it's amazing how things can spread and share. Yeah. So just a little bit of a spray, antimicrobial, good for your gut, good for your body, smells good, and it's in a glass bottle, which is super important. Anytime there's an oil, you always want it to be in a glass bottle, and you have it in your bathroom, don't you love it?
I do, and it's amazing, especially if you have a first date or someone over your house and you just gotta go.
It works perfectly. Yeah. Awesome. So that's Underthrown. We hope you enjoy it.
Yes, you will. So one of the things that you guys know I'm so focused on is natural beauty and aging gracefully, because I'm 41, I'm going through like a premenopause, and I also just had my breast implants removed. So the first question I asked myself when I got these things out was, oh my gosh, can I imagine how many other things that I and so many women around the world are using in their beauty routine that they have no idea are toxic? And so many of us are told like these things are natural, and we're marketed things that are really not that natural. And really we're spending a ton of money on things that are extremely toxic for us. And what we want to focus on today is a this, not that approach that covers a lot of ground, so you don't have to have like 16 different things for 16 different things, and you can cover a lot of ground with just one.
Yeah. And that one is
castor oil.
Love it. I know castor is actually the oil or beautifying of choice of Cleopatra, which is, she was one of the most renowned beauties of our world. That's right. Walk like an Egyptian. So I want to introduce you to our cosmetic.
Age like an Egyptian.
Age like an Egyptian, exactly. Our cosmetic beauty castor oil kit. So it's for beauty sleep because, I believe that a lot of our sleeping and regeneration happens while we sleep. All of our beauty and regeneration happens while we sleep.
Beauty sleep.
What I love about castor oil is that you can use it in so many different ways. We actually have a downloadable book, which is called the 21 Beauty Ways that you can use castor oil. And I mean, the list is endless. So this castor oil can replace so many things in your beauty routine. It can be used as a face wash, simply as taking a hot steamed cloth, opening up your pores, pouring a little bit of castor oil, mixing it on your hands and dabbing it on your face, using that same steamed cloth and wiping it off. So that's an easy way to do it. You can make yourself a at-home scrub, an at-home face mask, an at-home, the list goes on and on. You can oil pull with castor oil.
I did that. She told me to do it, and I was like, oh, I wonder how this is going to taste. It was actually not that bad.
Yeah.
Instead of coconut oil, which could actually strip your enamel. Right. The good stuff, the good life, the good probiotics, the 4 life bugs.
And castor oil is excellent because castor oil is made, it's made to regenerate, improve, go deep, reduce inflammation. So it helps with the whole environment and not just like the bacteria. So that's the great thing about castor oil. And oil pulling, for those people who don't know, it's a practice of just taking, in the old way was, 1 tablespoon of coconut or sesame oil and swishing it for 20 minutes and then spitting it out. With castor oil, all you do is you simply use 1 to 2 teaspoons for only 2 minutes. You swish it and then you spit it out. Don't swallow.
Ooh, time saving.
Yeah, it's time saving.
I did it for longer than that.
It's easy. Yeah, well, that's okay. It's not going to hurt. That's for sure. The other way that you can use it is castor oil can be mixed in a cream that you can make at home with baking soda. And that works great on anything like a wart or on yeast infections of the skin. Like there's just so many different ways to use castor oil cosmetically. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it especially when, one of my favorite ways to use castor oil is I'm huge on loving the lymph. I mean, talk about like our lymph, there's more lymph in our body than there is blood. Yet we don't test for that in lab testing. So the best way to do that, we want to get our circulation moving, and that moves waste out of the body. That allows nutrients to get where they're supposed to go, especially if you have hormonal issues and thyroid issues and circulation issues, if you're cold all the time, hands and feet. And you also need blood flow to heal and regenerate your tissues.
100%.
So I love to do a little bit of dry brushing. And if you have a sauna, cool, sit in the sauna and then you shower after. And then I put my castor oil pack on. This is like my nighttime routine. Talk about loving all over your body. And then you just feel like you literally have, see my snake?
Yeah.
You literally you like remove one of your layers, you shed a layer. You also, talk about like the past that you want to let go of, and it improves circulation. You get in the sauna, you release your toxins, and then this actually adds life back to and through your skin because it gets into your bloodstream that way. So that whole routine is huge, and I feel like $1 million because of it after I remove my breast implants, though, because you can have toxins that live inside of you all the time too. So this is a great way to love on your body, especially after and if you do have breast implants and have removed them.
It's so awesome. So it's a natural solution to many of our beauty concerns and many of our beauty routines that, we're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on these expensive things when, organic castor oil in a glass bottle, you're always looking for hexane free. You're also looking for extra virgin because that's the cleanest, and cold pressed so it hasn't been damaged by heat. Castor oil, please make sure it's always in a glass bottle. If you have a plastic bottle at home, ditch it, because castor oil is a carrier oil. So it binds things and brings them in. So you don't want it to be binding plastics and bringing it into your body, but it works great with essential oils. So if you love essential oils, it's a great little tool too. Cool. New thing, you learn something new every day.
Yeah. Back to basics to boost your beauty, your energy, and vitality. This is the path that we're all moving toward, and we cannot wait for you to try.
Awesome.